Now we'll get the mic situated back for everybody that's not 6'5" here tonight. We'll move now to the Legends category, and tonight's second inductee is Ken Schrader. We're thrilled to have Kenny with us here tonight, and to do his introduction is the world-famous Dale Roper.
I'll try to get up here without running off the end of this. I've run over a lot of things in my life, so try not to run off here. I don't know really what you could say about this guy I'm going to present. If anybody here, evidently you are a race fan, or you're married to a race fan, or at least you know a race fan, you heard of this guy. He's raced from border to border and coast to coast and about everywhere in between. And I'm just doing a little figuring, I know what year he was born, so I'm assuming that he's raced about 42 or 43 years. Is that pretty close? A little more, he said, so I'm not too far off. But I know that he started over 700 with the cup races, what they call, used to call Winston Cup and Sprint Cup, and the top class in that. He started probably by now, probably 740 or 50, which there's not very many guys that have done that. But anyway, I've been friends with Kenny for a long time. He knew my brother before he knew me, and they were good friends. My brother and his dad were pretty close. Kenny will tell you the story about when he was about 16 or something, just starting to race, and he was racing this little short track in St. Louis, 3rd mile, and he'd heard about this big old high-banked half-mile track in Rolla, and he really wanted to go race there, but his dad said, no, you can't go there. That's too long, too big, too dangerous. And I guess Kenny said something to Dean, and Dean said, well, I'll go talk to Bill. And I guess the story went, he started to leave. I think Dean started to leave that night. And Kenny running down and said, well, you going to talk to my dad? And he said, yeah. So he went over and bought a 6-pack of beer, went over and sat down talking to Bill. Kenny said, I didn't know what they were saying, so they stayed away. But anyway, next morning at breakfast, Bill, Kenny's dad, said, well, I think we'll go to Raw Saturday night to race. Kenny said that week in school, he didn't know much about geography, but he knew it was about 90 miles to Raw. So he didn't have to know much else. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time here. He can tell you stories from now till the sun comes up, a lot more than I can. I've raced with him a few times. He did run over me one time, and he said, I asked him why he did that, and I happened to got lucky. He got tied up. I got by him on the front straightaway. It was at Cedar Rapids, Iowa, in a modified race. We had a yellow flag. He was right behind me, and just before we got to green to go, wham, he really drilled me. After the race, I said, well, what'd you do that for? And he said, you're not supposed to run over or pass the star on the front straightaway. So that's about the only story I knew about Kenny. I'll let him talk. He can talk probably for a long time. Okay, yeah.
I'd rather run in the friggin' wall than stand up and talk. And especially now with the safer barriers, it ain't shit when you hit it. Dale, that's your story. You can tell it however you want. Your age, you don't remember anyway. I remember parts of it. It wasn't quite like that, but I might have hit you. Everything he said about Dean, Dean helped me so much when I first started running a midget. Tony, who's had a fantastic career going, he qualified a car for us at I-70 one time and sat on the pole, and I was somewhere else racing, come in the next day, and we led the thing from the back for most of the day until I screwed up. It was an honor to be asked to come here and be inducted. I figured there was one person short coming up with enough names, because I'm for sure not a pioneer, and I'm a long way from a legend. He said it started 700 and something races. Well, I did. Only won 4 of them damn things. But Mikey Waltrip has only won 4 also, and nobody else has ever milked 4 races longer than Mikey Waltrip have milked 4 races. I'm still milking them damn things. Always had so much respect for the area Springfield racers, the Ozark racers. The first one I met was Larry when he came down to our little track in St. Louis in 1967. I would have been 12. And he put an ass kicking on our guys so friggin' bad. It was amazing. And I guess he would go back and he didn't tell his buddies what was happening. And we didn't have internet and all that stuff. So they just knew he was going somewhere. When they found out and they all started coming up, we were screwed. I mean, our shit wouldn't go fast enough to do anything anymore. And I wasn't racing, but I knew the guys were screwed then. Just so many good racers, and just went so fast, whether it was asphalt or pavement. Carl, you had a like a real career, but I'm telling you, when you get inducted, you quit now, you're tired. You're getting friggin' old, buddy. You know how them drivers keep getting younger? Well, you're getting old quicker, I'm just telling you. All this shit's going down, it's getting thrown. Larry Shaw, Larry and Cheryl, Sean Fields, you've helped us so much. Rex Merritt, he's been a big help to us in our modifieds for a number of years now. Just so many good racers down here, and we're just honored to be inducted. Thank you very much. It'll be the first time. Take up the whole damn thing.